Welcome to the Inspiration and Innovation Hour brought to you by Inspirational by Design. Hello, I am your host, Shannon Scandoza, and thank you so much for tuning in today. As a disclaimer, we are not being paid, nor are we paying others to promote products or services used in these segments. Each week, we'll highlight and discuss inspirational stories, people, and experiences within the healthcare field. I'll bring on guest speakers to talk about their work, their impact in the community or the field, and their personal journeys. Later, I'll introduce the innovation or innovator of the week and host a DIY corner where I will demonstrate how to implement and utilize the newest educational technology learning modalities in your classroom, clinic, or lab space. So don't scroll past or hit that back button. We've got a great show for you with some incredible guest speakers and EdTech play you won't want to miss. Stay tuned after this commercial break.
Inspirational by Design and the Always in Motion Simulation Project believe that healthcare concerns are a universal challenge and affect us all, as a world, as a community, and on an individual level. We also believe that no two individuals are alike. Every person deserves tailored care and attention. We are dedicated to providing communicative spaces where everyone feels valued, heard, and respected, creating pathways so that everyone is treated with compassion and dignity while receiving exceptional care, and creating opportunities for patients and providers to build meaningful relationships and lasting trust. So let's get started today. Practice specialized cases embedded with cultural competencies, ethics, health equity, and value-based care. The virtual simulation experience is a 75-minute interactive and immersive experience designed to enhance and expand communication and feedback skills. For more information or to book your experience, contact us today. Let Inspirational by Design inspire you.
And welcome back. Today's inspiration topic in healthcare is related to burnout, wellness, and reconstruction after medicine. I'm so inspired by our special guest and her story. Please welcome Ruby Shah, MD. Dr. Shah has been practicing medicine for almost 15 years and has been a prominent member of academia for decades. We are so honored to have you here today with us, Dr. Shah. Can you please tell us a little bit more about yourself and your role in the field of healthcare?
Sure. Thank you, Shannon. And I'm so excited to be here. So I really appreciate you inviting me on to be a part of this and support each other's work. Um, I am an internal medicine physician by trade, by training, and I was a primary care doctor for um, all of my career, as well as in academics, so working with residents and uh, medical students as well. And here recently, I was working very closely in clinical skills education, teaching medical students in their first and second year, along with working in the community and seeing underserved patients with medical students. So that's been really sort of my I'm going to call it my professional stage, my professional brand, and the themes that were a big part of really my life and what had continued to um, drive me throughout my career. And I had a significant shift in my life over the past 5 years in transitioning towards more of a focus on systems change, as I don't have to explain why. We're all, whoever's a member of the healthcare community, a part of the system, um, is really, I feel, doing their own part in trying to either work around certain issues that we have, but also trying to make as much change in affecting the situation wherever we may sit. I know that becomes part and parcel of our jobs, and I strongly believe, speaking of burnout, that it contributes to our burnout because it's this invisible burden we're constantly carrying, this extra work that we have to do to navigate the system and really work around it in a lot of ways. So in over the past 5 years, that was a big shift and a change that really wasn't. It surprised me, and yet it wasn't surprising. Um, And then, really, over this past year, there's been even a bigger um, change in how let's say, my relationship with the healthcare system and my view of how I can be of best of service. And that's really come from many things, and largely part in what we're all seeing and what you guys are all feeling. And I will say that my burnout, and realizing that it was a collective burnout that I was participating in, I couldn't really avoid, no matter if I was going to be part of the system, that was going to be something that I would have to deal with. So I don't know. I guess I more than answered your question, but that's where I'm at now. I find myself it probably much like many of us, probably all of us to some degree, in a significant period of transition, and really wanting to move forward in a way that's much more aligned with my values and what I how I want to contribute and be of service.
Wow, thank you so much for providing your story and your incredible experiences. I can only imagine how this has shaped your perspective on healthcare and how this is going to impact your next steps, in the future. Speaking of which, do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be doing to drive that impact or change in your community?
Yeah, Shannon, I'm very excited to answer that question too, really because it's a segue from what I've been stating about where I find myself now and how much it's inspired. How where I see myself going, and many projects that have sort of birthed themselves as a result. So I have in the past 5 years really become a member of multiple communities, something I did not anticipate. And it's really given me a wonderful, unique perspective being a member of the healthcare community and being a member of the academic community, much like many of the people probably watching this, um, that's something that's going to stay with me. It's something that those experiences and that sort of membership card doesn't go away. Um, the the patient advocacy um, circles and community is something that I've become, very deeply entrenched in over these past 5 years. And that's really opened me up to a very different way of looking at health and wellness. And many circles, a lot of folks doing amazing work in non-traditional areas of and ways of looking at health and wellness. And I'm seeing and meeting a lot of people really doing that hidden work of meeting each other and starting to figure out how to really integrate two different ways of looking at health and wellness. For example, not taking the concept of integrative medicine and actually starting to create places where they're delivering that type of care. Um, Other examples I've seen is people really uh, embracing the power of a duo type of work occurring, and as I'm interacting with people in these communities who are doing really meshing the traditional and non-traditional. modes of care delivery, or even just approaching health and wellness. Um, I'm finding myself being able to bring all of me, and as a result, and by that I mean the doctor aspects, um, my creative aspects, my sort of healthcare reformer, revolutionary a part of me, and I'm becoming a bridge essentially between those various communities, something I didn't expect to do. And so I'm able to speak to the medical community about what's happening um, in the patient advocacy world, in non-traditional um, uh, areas of health and wellness, and vice versa. I'm not just a representative of traditional traditional healthcare, traditional medicine. In other circles, I'm also, it becomes much more foundational in those conversations and any work that we might do. I'm able to actually represent almost the history of why is it done this way, and bring a richer understanding, and that's been deeply rewarding, but also deeply eye-opening in terms of the power of that type of collaboration, of that bridging of the communities, and what can come of that in terms of finding unique and different innovative solutions. And innovative doesn't even capture the word really, Shannon. It's like it's paradigm shifting. I know that sounds bold and grandiose, but it's not grandiose. It's not um, in the grand scheme. It's small paradigm shifts in how we approach certain things. It's almost like I see it as going back and healing the relationship between the traditional and the non-traditional from whenever we got off track.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I feel like we spend most of our lives chasing the next thing, navigating challenging and unforgivable spaces, or trying our best to drive change and impact those areas without causing more damage. It seems like you have a clear path to where you're going and what to look forward to. You understand the needs of the community and how to meet them. And I'm so excited about this next step in your life. I'm looking forward to learning more about burnout, wellness, and reconstruction after medicine. So, is there a message or something special that you would like to convey to the audience, or a pearl of wisdom that you want them to take away from this?
Yes, I would, and I think it's hopefully evident, and you can hear this in my words and feel it through what I'm sharing with you. This a little bit of a different perspective and a peek, a glimmer, a glimpse of hope and possibilities, that there are different ways of doing things and they're right around the corner. I know that that type of moment, that type of just tiny realization or thought um, is sorely lacking in the world right now. So I'm excited to share that and leave that with people to consider, um, perhaps sitting with that, and however that may contrast with where your life is at, where your work is. I know we're all in a great period of unknown and uncertainty. And oftentimes being able to sit in that, accepting the uncertainty, and still at the same time seeing the paradox of the changes and the shifts happening down the line. So that's what I'd like to share with people is it's actually small things that I believe can make the difference. And even if it's just a moment of knowing that, hey, you know what, let me let me add to that tiny moment of hope and possibility. And let's just take some of those, let's say, innovative or looking at things differently How can I look at my community, my workplace, my issue that I'm dealing with, and come up with some different innovative solutions, and maybe use yourself as a bridge. And sometimes it's look at the different parts of you that are not in harmony, bridge them, and maybe becoming a bridge in people around you that you don't think have necessarily much to say about healthcare or teaching, but perhaps they do.
Oh, wow. I love that so much, especially how you made the mention of a beacon of hope and possibilities, and using that to drive innovative solutions. I really, really believe in that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much for bringing that beautiful perspective to the table today. Just out of curiosity, what is the best way for our audience to get in contact with you if they're looking to develop new skills or get insight or help with their burnout, wellness, and reconstruction, whether that's before, during, or after medicine? Is there a way for them to reach out to you and get more information?
Yeah, Shannon, I think the best way to reach me is probably through the contact in on my website. So we can share that here in your video, and I welcome absolutely anyone who wants to reach out, even if it's just to drop a line, or if you want to have a conversation. I'm very open to that and available to discuss. That's absolutely one of my favorite things to do. In addition, I will definitely have lots of collaborations and projects that are coming to fruition and about to be launched very soon. So there, we will probably have a little bit more to offer, and maybe come back and discuss that once it's more solidified.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for providing your information. I can't wait to hear about what's coming down that pipeline. We have one last question for you, and I will let you get out of here. Can you tell us, please, who inspires you and why?
Well, we were joking earlier about this, and I still mean it. I'm still going to say it. That Shannon, you inspire me. You are your intrepid nature, your unique balance of skills is absolutely awe-inspiring to me. Um, but if the current shift and transition, I've been able to navigate it because of the most inspiring thing in my life right now is definitely nature. And I say it that way, almost with a question mark, because this is a new realization for me, a new relationship for me, because I never learned how to make a relationship with nature. It was never a part of my, um, let's say, uh, my tools and my resources. And I've been able to do that, the, you know, really over the past few months, and it's been utterly transforming. I can't recognize myself with having really opened up to what how nature and this return to how health is a we all are beings of nature. I know it sounds trite and simple, but just that alone has completely shifted my worldview and how I navigate every day. So that is definitely my current source of inspiration, and hopefully will continue to be for the rest of my life.
Aw, thank you, Dr. Shaw. I am so incredibly honored to be your inspiration. I honestly really resonate with what you said about nature being your inspiration. It's that gigantic, organic collective that fills life with melody despite these tragedies that are going on in the world today. I want you to know that you are truly an inspiration of mine as well, and I would not be here today without you. So thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your story. You are absolutely the inspiration of the week. Please make sure you check out Ruby Shaw MD's website or contact her at the information provided on the screen to learn more. Up next, Innovation of the Week and EdTech DIY Corner. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned after this commercial break.
Inspirational by Design and Breakaway Games Limited are partnering to bring the best in virtual clinical simulation training through live-action role-play and game simulator technology. Create a customized course for your classroom, clinic, or lab space. Empower your learners by setting the stage and enacting a real patient case with a live simulated patient. Continue independent practice by completing skills and knowledge challenges on the compatible case in a game simulator. And end the experience with evidence-based written and verbal feedback. Collect scores and reports to upload into your LMS grade reporting software. It's as simple as that. Need more time to play? Hop on over to the AIM Learning Lab, a free EdTech discover and play for learners. Practice with the newest in AI, AR, VR game simulators, patient communication, and so much more. What are you waiting for? Contact Inspirational by Design, and let's start planning your course today.
Welcome back to the Inspiration and Innovation Hour, brought to you by Inspirational by Design. I am again your host, Shannon Scandoza. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Our next segment, the Innovation Hour, starts next. To prepare for this segment and play along using the latest educational technology, please scan the QR code for the AIM Learning Lab if you are a student or simulated patient, or the AIM Faculty Lab if you are a faculty member, administrator, or simulation educator. And welcome to DIY Corner. I want you guys to take a few minutes and watch these two videos on how to navigate the AIM Learning Lab and the AIM Faculty Lab. Once you're done with these, we will get right to our newest and next innovation. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the AIM Learning Lab for healthcare students. Let's take a look. This resource site is so easy to navigate. The first stop is artificial intelligence. Click on the link for Code Academy and take a beginner course, then scroll down to play with different versions of AI. The prompts have been created for you. Just tailor the question to your needs, then copy and paste into a chat box. It's that easy. In this example, ChatGPT prepares an NBME study assessment in family medicine with difficulty variance and feedback. Next, for fun, you can click on Deepfake and create realistic photos and scenarios, or Hey Gen for AI-generated videos. We'll head on over to the Patient Communication tab, where students can play with patient case AI chatbots and simulators. Conduct an interview using prompts or enter your own questions, and you'll receive a response. Scenarios vary and may include an EMR tool embedded as well. Ask the patient questions, then document your findings in real time. Check them all out for patient communication fun. Don't forget to download the AIM Communication Guideline for conducting a patient interview. This comprehensive guide is based on Bates' textbook and is a fantastic tool for creating the best patient outcomes. If you want to use AI to practice your own patient case, copy and paste the prompt in any AI operating system to get started. It's as easy as that. Conduct an interview and get simulated patient responses based on your line of questioning. Next, we'll head on over to gaming simulators. What could be more fun than education disguised as video game fun? Click on the links to take you to free simulators based on patient cases. Do an interview, physical exam, get images, labs, submit a diagnosis, and more. Up next is augmented reality. Scan the QR code and visit our patient Terry. Or you can create your own. Did someone say virtual reality? Check out the VR sites for more info. Make sure to check out the video and podcast tab, or head over to the And More section to discover the link to inspirational resources on our website for other fantastic tools of the trade. Click on any link to explore. As always, we appreciate and welcome all feedback on the site. Check out our quick survey on your way out. Happy exploring. Welcome to the AIM Faculty Lab for healthcare faculty and simulation educators. The first stop is the Discovery Zone and Artificial Intelligence. Scroll down to play with different versions of AI. The prompts have been created for you. Just tailor the question to your needs, then copy and paste into a chat box. It's that easy. In this example, ChatGPT prepares an NBME practice exam in family medicine with difficulty variance and feedback, or you can use a web app simulator embedded with assessments. Next, we'll head on over to the Patient Communication tab, where students can play with patient case AI chatbots and simulators. Scenarios vary and may include an EMR tool embedded as well. Don't forget to download the AIM Communication Guideline for conducting a patient interview. This comprehensive guide is based on Bates' textbook and is a fantastic tool for creating the best patient outcomes. Let's head on over to gaming simulators. What could be more fun than education disguised as video game fun? Click on the links to take you to free simulators based on patient cases. Up next is augmented reality. Scan the QR code and visit our patient Terry. Or you can create your own. Did someone say virtual reality? Check out the VR sites for more info, as well as the And More section to discover the link to the AIM Learning Lab and Inspirational Resources tab on our website for other fantastic tools of the trade. Now it's time to head over to the vendor marketplace. Click on the link to explore products and services. Check out our virtual escape room courses and the virtual simulation experience. Demos for these will be provided later on in the segment. Check out the AIM IP Academy and enter the world of interprofessional education. Play a quick round of IP Jeopardy while you're there. And don't forget about DIY resources. Play or learn how to make your own EdTech for your classroom, clinic, or lab space. Happy exploring!
Today's innovation topic in EdTech is related to artificial intelligence. I came across the most exciting app, and we are going to use HeyGen AI Video Creator to make an introduction video using AI for your course, clinic, or lab space. So once you've opened one of those EdTech sites, navigate on over to the AI tab, scroll down, and find the HeyGen link. Click on that link and sign up to get started. Our objective today is for you to learn how to create your own videos. And at the end of this segment, you will be able to do just that. Here's a clip of what we will be making in this EdTech segment today.
Welcome to Community Health 101. To prepare you for this course, we will review the expectations, goals, and objectives. Please refer to your syllabus for important information and dates regarding assignments, clinical rotations, simulation activities, and exams. We hope you enjoy this course.
Hello and welcome back. Now that you are signed up and logged in, let's get started. Today we will be using the HeyGen AI Video Creator to make an introduction video for a community health course in nursing. Now this can be tailored for any course, activity, or program. You write the script, so it's up to you. I have a pro account since I create content daily, but for this demo I registered for a free account so that I can show you what you can do. Yes, I said free. I know that's a foreign concept at this point, but we love free, and I'm going to show you how to make the most of it. As a side note, the animated parts of this web series were created in HeyGen AI. I will be offering workshops later on for more advanced content creation, but today our focus is on fast, fun, and quality information with no hassle for you. I'll provide a link for the PDF templates for this segment at the end of the show. But first, let's make cinematic history, or just have a fun intro video, whatever works for you. Let's start by clicking on Create Video and choosing Screen Orientation. I chose Landscape for this demonstration. The video comes preloaded with an avatar. You can keep stock avatar or choose another one. For the sake of this video, I will choose another so you can see the options. You can search by genre, so since this is a nursing video, I typed in nurses to see what my options were, and voila! I chose Judy, who is an avatar 4 and will make realistic motions. She has many different looks and poses, so choose the one you feel best fits the scenario. Next, we'll want to give her a nice background. You can choose media from the HeyGen AI library, or you can upload some of your own. We'll try both so you can see. First, you can choose just a color background or an image, so let's look through the media library. Once again, here you can search by genre. So I chose a hospital to see what my options are, and look at that, so many to choose from. And I can even change my mind and upload a different one. Once you're done, move the avatar around the scene until it's placed exactly where you would like it. You can even change the framing to zoom in on the avatar if that's something that you like. From here, we're going to add our script so the avatar can reproduce it. I've created a template script that we will be using today, and that was pulled directly from my course syllabus. You just need to change the wording so it's conversational and doesn't read like a document. See my example. In this first example, for simplicity and for those who are on a time crunch, we will create two scenes. I will copy and paste the content from my script into scene one. Once I have all my content moved over for the first scene, I can create scene two. I looked at the library for a background image, but I couldn't find one that I liked, so I decided to upload one of my own. I set it as a background, I repositioned the avatar, and I changed her look. As a tip, I gather all of my images and videos prior to creating these videos, so it makes it easier to find everything I need and keep it organized. That way, the videos are so easy to edit as well. And don't forget to carry over your content to make sure that you can round out your scene. Looks like we need a course title on the first page, so let's go back and add one. You can also add other elements to your scenes. Click on the options to explore. I added a whiteboard to my title to make it a little more fun, but you can do whatever you like. It also looks like scene two needs a little bit more work as well. Let's add our contact information, let's change the transparency, and let's add a QR code to the syllabus to finish it off. Just as a side note, this QR code actually goes to the template used for this script. Scan and download it so you can tailor it for your video. And we're almost done. Once I feel that everything is in place where I want it, I'm ready to generate my video. Click on Generate Video, and now we wait. You can minimize or even close the app if you need to work on something else. Depending on the animation needed and the length of the video, it may take some time. You'll get an email once your video is ready for viewing. It's that simple. And voila, like magic, it was done in 3 seconds. But in reality, it can take up to 2 hours to convert. So be prepared to start on another project while you wait. Let's take a look at our masterpiece.
Welcome to Community Health 101. To prepare you for this course, we will review the expectations, goals, and objectives. We hope you enjoy this course. First, let's discuss the participation expectations for this course. You will be required to actively contribute to discussions and group activities, complete all pre-work and assigned readings prior to sessions, and submit reflections or assignments within 48 hours of each session. Next, the communication standards for this course are to practice respectful communication, use accessible language, practice active listening skills, and maintain confidentiality of all case discussions. Professional conduct is key. You must always represent your profession authentically, acknowledge the limits of your knowledge and expertise, provide constructive feedback using established frameworks, and arrive prepared to contribute. The primary objective of this course is to create an immersive educational experience that teaches nursing students essential epidemiological investigation skills through a realistic outbreak scenario. Our core goals are to 1. Conduct an investigative analysis of data to determine source of outbreak. 2. Conduct an epidemiological study to calculate rates of transmission and confirm results. And 3. Develop containment protocols and recommend public interventions. The expected outcomes for this course are to apply population health and epidemiology concepts in real-world context, integrate multiple data sources from clinical and environmental and interview data, and develop critical thinking skills for community health nursing practice. Please refer to your syllabus for important information and dates regarding assignments, clinical rotations, simulation activities, and exams. Refer to the student handbook for academic policies, exam protocols, scoring criteria, and other information not listed here. Contact your faculty if you have any questions. Thank you for joining this course. And again, welcome to Community Health 101. It's going to be a great semester.
Beautiful. That was easy, quick, and loaded with all of the information your students need on the go. Just download the video and upload it into your LMS or YouTube channel, and you're all set. With this free version, you can make 3 videos. I believe you can delete videos created once you've downloaded them and make more. The pro version runs about $29 per month, and you have a lot more access and options. Next, I'm going to show you how to create a more robust version and add video. We'll follow the same exact process as before, except this time we'll break it down scene by scene. Stay tuned. Now, let's edit our original video so we don't have to use credit for another one. Remember, with the free version, you only get to store 3 videos. I went ahead and deleted the contents of scene 1 and replaced them with the smaller portion of content so I can add more scenes and make the video more robust. For this one, I want the background to seem lively, so I'm going to add a video from the media library. Once I found the video that I want and I set it as the background, I can now go in and add text or other elements to accent the script. Remember, you can change looks and frames of your avatar as well. Don't forget to copy and paste your content for this scene over and then click on Add Scene to create another. Here's a hint. If you want to keep the same elements from the previous scene but change the details, click on Duplicate Scene. You can add the content and replace it. You will repeat this process until you have a completed video. I liked the ending and didn't want to change it, so I left it as is. So now all I had to do was fill in the scenes in between. You can upload your own images and videos to set as backgrounds, or you can use their media library. Choose an avatar look and frame, arrange the avatar elements and text how you want them, and then preview the video. You can also change the voice if you want, but beware. If you don't start with that voice, you will have to change it on every single scene, and that can get messy. The preview won't generate avatar lip syncing until you click on Generate. Now, review your creation and double check your details. Once you feel like it's done, click Generate and then let the waiting begin. Time's up. Your new video is ready. Check it out.
Welcome to Community Health 101. To prepare you for this course, we will review the expectations, goals, and objectives. We hope you enjoy this course. First, let's discuss the participation expectations for this course. You will be required to actively contribute to discussions and group activities, complete all pre-work and assigned readings prior to sessions, and submit reflections or assignments within 48 hours of each session. Next, the communication standards for this course are to practice respectful communication, use accessible language, practice active listening skills, and maintain confidentiality of all case discussions. Professional conduct is key. You must always represent your profession authentically, acknowledge the limits of your knowledge and expertise, provide constructive feedback using established frameworks, and arrive prepared to contribute. The primary objective of this course is to create an immersive educational experience that teaches nursing students essential epidemiological investigation skills through a realistic outbreak scenario. Our core goals are to 1. Conduct an investigative analysis of data to determine source of outbreak, 2. Conduct an epidemiological study to calculate rates of transmission and confirm results, and 3. Develop containment protocols and recommend public interventions. The expected outcomes for this course are to apply population health and epidemiology concepts in real-world context, integrate multiple data sources from clinical and environmental and interview data, and develop critical thinking skills for community health nursing practice. Please refer to your syllabus for important information and dates regarding assignments, clinical rotations, simulation activities, and exams. Refer to the student handbook for academic policies, exam protocols, scoring criteria, and other information not listed here. Contact your faculty if you have any questions. Thank you for joining this course. And again, welcome to Community Health 101. It's going to be a great semester.
You did it! I had no doubts. I really hope you enjoyed today's show. I had so much fun making it. For more information on HeyGen AI, please go to their website. For more how-to videos and workshops, subscribe to our social media accounts and stay tuned each week for more episodes of DIY Corner, hosted by Inspirational by Design. Thank you so much for being here with me today and sharing your time so that I can share my innovation with you. That was an amazing experience, and Hey Gen AI is most definitely the innovation of the week. Be sure to check out Inspirational by Design's website for more information, and be sure to stay tuned for next week's episode. You won't want to miss it. Have an inspirational day.